Right. Sorry, Rick. Sorry you missed this. Literally right when you left, there are two mountain goats up on the ledge, and then there's two walking right at us. They literally walked right where we were standing. So thank you for taking me the first 2.5 miles, and these guys literally walked past where we were standing. Give them a little lead right here. So we just need a rattler behind us and we'll be good. Hey guys, you okay? Why don't you go down and get some water? I've never really hung out in front of wildlife this long. All right, we're still got a long way to the day. All right, good morning. Welcome to the Colorado Trail segment 1. I've seen some videos before now, but this is kind of, I guess, my official. I'm started now. This was a planned place. And so most of the hike for half the day, I mean, this is just the most gradual entry into a long distance hike that I've ever been a part of. You know, we're going about 100 feet in elevation per hour. So it's really very simple, and there are a lot of people. So you have plenty of time to break things in. You got about 7 miles, 6 miles until the dam. Lots of water. We're along the river. It's beautiful. You don't need to pack too much water because you can keep refilling during the first 7 miles very easily. And so, you know, this is all the Denver Water District, and there's lots of signs about the dam and the water flow and how this is a primary water source for most of Denver. This water fills the reservoirs. Obviously, the reservoirs then go to the population. And as I'm hiking, I'm really curious as to why the incline is so clearly about 100 feet an hour. And I've finally learned why. So before the water district, before really anything was happening, this was the railroad line. And the railroad, of course, can only go up, can only elevate so far, so quickly. So this roadbed was originally the railroad line. That makes a ton of sense. A little bit of history here. The railroad was going in the 1870s. This bridge that I'm about to go across is the picture here from Lord knows when that was taken. But apparently this was the only bridge of this style that was on the line. So let's go up. You know, a lot of sunshine here, not a lot of shade. So you got to wear suntan lotion. I started a little late, so I'm hiking kind of at the high point of the sun. But this is very much, aside from the bridge, very much what the hike is all about. As you saw in the film, we had mountain sheep, and I took pictures of a mule deer, something like that. A deer with nice antlers. That was right at the beginning. Hopefully that'll be, you know, the extent of the wildlife, because most of the other wildlife is somewhat dangerous. We know we got black bears. For the most part, this trail is really too traversed for really the bears to get too involved for most of the Colorado. I mean, at least certainly the first 5 segments. So I don't expect on seeing any black bear activity. I am using bear protocol. I got a bear can in the backpack with all my food. Got bear spray on me. So I am using bear protocol, but turns out, you know, it's pretty much the same protocol you use for the mountain lions, which are around here. we learned with the mountain lions, because I talked to one of the volunteers that I passed, not so much to anything to worry about in the day, really not to worry about at night, but they're more nocturnal. I've heard some horror stories about mountain lions in California. I haven't really heard anything about anything going on here in Colorado. So although that is a little factoid, like the bears, I don't expect to have any mountain lion activity. Rattlesnakes are really the only thing that I expect to run into at some point. And we learned on rattlesnakes, they really don't go above about 8,500 feet altitude. So that's pretty simple. We're a mile 4.5, so I got a lot more miles here to do today. I'm taking it easy. You know, Rick walked me up first couple of miles, and I have no problem just sort of taking it easy today. It is the lowest amount of hiking in a full day that I've got scheduled. Give myself a little extra acclimation time. We aren't that high yet, but I'll be camping tonight at about 8,000. I think it's about 8,000 feet, maybe only 7,000 feet. So we'll play it by ear. Really beautiful, as you can see. This is the Platte, South Platte. So this goes all the way into Nebraska, and I believe Iowa and Missouri. May not touch Iowa and just go straight to Missouri after it goes through Lincoln, Nebraska. Unless that's the North Platte. So feel free to look on a map. Clearly this is where the sourcing of the Platte River comes from as we gain altitude. It's a beautiful hike. There's a nice breeze now. That just kicked up. Ooh, I like that. All right. Oh, this is the beginning. Hope to see more. Right, we are at our first big landmark, the Strontia Springs Dam. There's a quick rest area here, and then I guess we got to go to the right here and see the dam coming up. Oh, Ranger House, excellent. So we're going to sidetrack over here. I'm going to have some lunch, refill my water, and then come back up this way. Our time with the road is almost over. Let's see what this looks like. Oh. Well, good news is it's close. Bad news is we can't go any closer. Wow. I hate to admit this, but this is my first time in front of a big dam. You can just feel the breeze, cool, moist air. That is pretty cool. Oh, we will not get to look behind it. See how big that reservoir is. Maybe we'll see it. No drone area. A lot of this is no drone. There's a Lockheed Martin plant right at the starting point. That's a no drone area. All right, well, I'm gonna grab some water and some lunch. Thanks for tuning in. Next stop will be dinner. We'll be on trail. So I start elevating here. We could go up about 1,000 feet and come back down about 500 or so, and then there's another creek. And so I assume that'll be about 2.5, 3 hours. And I'll have dinner there. That's the last water source, and then I go up to a dry camp. So I'm gonna hydrate as much as I can. And like I say, eat dinner. Take my couple of liters of water, and just past the site in the morning I'll find some water pretty quickly. I might try to carry 3 liters. We'll see how it goes. All right, so far so good.